When you think of lesbians in a media context, what do you think about the way they are portrayed?
I think most of the time they seem to be portrayed from one extreme to the other. You hear the phrase lipstick lesbian, and you also hear the phrase butch applied to people who are lesbian, but that gives a skewed perception, really. The only time I think I've ever seen what I would describe as a reasonable portrayal of a gay couple is in Coronation Street. There is a gay couple there that actually probably are more representative of the larger lesbian population per se.
So, do you find that TV has a more realistic representation compared to film? Or do you think it's just that off chance?
I think it's early days. I think gay and lesbian portrayal in any type of media is very early days. I think it's still pandering to our preconceptions and not really what the realities of real life are.
I think these days it's more acceptable and there's more exposure, and I think perhaps they're portrayed more confident and outspoken than they used to be.
So do you think that's because viewers want to see more of the gay portrayal, seeing as people in real life are coming out more as it's more acceptable? So do you think it's happening more? Yeah. Okay, so how do you compare different killers, male and female killers, such as their motive and their style of killing?
I think men are probably more impulsive. Women probably would kill more for a good reason and with a bit more thought, whereas men perhaps a little bit Mr. Bread or whatever they come over, whereas women are a bit more calculating and a bit more thoughtful over it.
So do you think women are more for justice or for more they have a planned reason?
I think they probably kill more for justice or revenge or...
So for
emotion.
A planned reason rather than
Possibly,
for the greater good type. And their style of killing, like in particular?
Well, there is a bit of a theory that says that women are more likely to use poison and men are more likely to use a violent, direct type of action for killing, like shooting or strangling. I don't know how true that is, but that's a generally preconceived idea.
So do you think there's anything bad about that preconceived idea?
No.
Okay, so in thriller movies, what type of plot do you prefer? Do you prefer it to be a straightforward plot, or to unravel as it goes, or to suddenly have a cliffhanger, or...
Well, I like ones that perhaps unravel slowly, but when you think you've got it worked out, you actually haven't.
Yeah.
And then lots of twists and turns and something that keeps you guessing to the end.
It makes you think.
Okay. And in tragedy films, what do you like to see and what don't you like to see?
Not overly keen on weak female leads that cry a lot. Not keen on
So
that,
you
really.
prefer portrayal as women as a gender to be stronger?
Stronger than they're portrayed at the moment.
I don't think we watch many weaker movies.
Not really, not really my thing.
Innocent tragedies, we could have a bit more revenge killing or something. It's always good.
Okay, so overall you prefer, what about with male tragedies, do you think there's a link between males and tragic, or...
Tragedy is tragic to whatever gender, it's all relative, isn't it?
I don't think it's gender specific. I think it depends on what the story is, really.
So it's not gender specific, but there are differences between the genders.
I think there's differences between the way it's portrayed. You don't very often see a man crying in a film or on television. That's quite unusual to see.
That's because we do.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, thank you very much for your time.